Welcome back, boys and girls. Today I will be sharing a build that don't require you to break your finger. If you are looking for something more comfortable but not the highest damage build, this is gonna be the one for you. The gameplay you guys saw was done with 2418 resonance, and before we go any further, I'm gonna go for 1 minute test here so you guys can see the output of the damage in a single target as well. Again, this is not gonna be the hardest hitting build for the wizard, but you don't need to break your finger using this build, and I still give you guys a decent amount of damage, not the highest damage, because I'm gonna see some comments saying oh no, this isn't the highest damage wizard. And you know what, it's fine. You don't need to be always have the highest damage, as long as your damage is decent enough to clear our dungeon fast enough. And you can see we have enough damage here to do most of PvE content. 6 million damage per second. This is more than enough that you need nowadays in a team of 4 to basically go through a lot of content. I'm not doing the best here, but you guys can see we got some decent amount of damage. And again, disclaimer here, not the highest damage dealing build here, but something more comfortable, something you can use while watching something. Usually like me, I am watching an enemy and playing my dungeons, farming the set pieces and the primary gear, and been testing this build. They are working pretty decent. But anyways, let's go take a look at what we were using, starting with these skills. We had Magic Missile equipped, Lightning Nova, Slow Time, Meteor, Disintegrate. As for the Warband buff, as always, you guys know I was using the Protector here with the Remnant, Shepherd Burden, increasing my life and size so I can move a bit quicker. And for the Paragon, this is how my Paragon nodes are actually working right now. You can try some different variation. That is totally fine, whatever works the best for you. For the legendary skill, this is what I had equipped, that release. And if we go take a look at some of the important bits, as always, I recommend getting critical hit chance, critical hit damage on your helm, shoulder, weapons, and offhand. And if you can get skill damage there, that is gonna be pretty dope. And for the legs, try and get beneficial duration. For the chest, try and get beneficial duration as well. And belt and boots, also try and get the beneficial duration. For the rings, I will recommend getting a skill cooldown for PvE, and for the amulet, skill cooldown as well. And for the Reforge, this is how my Reforge is for PvE. Damage to demons. Some of the dungeons, they have the demons, and so we do a lot more damage than what we were doing right now. Attack speed, beneficial duration, critical hit damage, and skill damage. That is what I use myself. And now let's dive into the set pieces, what we're using, starting with the 4-piece of Virtus Urges. You can also go use 4-piece Grace of Defledgement. That would work excellent as well, but I decided to go with 4-piece Virtus Urges, something I might be switching in the near future. But anyhow, 4-piece Virtus Urges at the moment, 2 pieces of Banquet, and then 2 pieces of Feasting Baron. So you can try and go for 4 pieces of Grace of Defledgement, 2 pieces of Virtus, and then 2 pieces of Feasting Baron. Something like that would work as well. You can get away with not having a Banquet. And now let's quickly dive into the essences we were using. I will go through this quicker. Helm is for the slow time. Slow time now surround you with a static field that follow you, damaging and applying shock to nearby enemies. This is going to be a nice AoE, and we also apply shock, and our lightning skill will deal 50% increased damage to the enemies who will be shocked, and our chest is for the Lightning Nova. Lightning Nova now calls the Lightning Orbit. Orb to orbit you, dealing lightning damage. This is somewhat a meta right now in PvE, so most of everyone knows. Shoulder is for disintegrate. Disintegrate now surround you with a entropic field that follow you, damaging and making nearby enemies vulnerable to critical hit. Again, is some nice AoE in close range. Depends is for the meteor, the new one. Meteor now empower you, during which you call huge meteor. Really big damage, especially versus bosses. At least really good. And then the first offhand is for Lightning Nova, that increase the primary attack speed, and second main hand is for the slow time, increasing the skill damage. The first offhand is for the Lightning Nova. When Lightning Nova hits the shocked enemy, it unleashes another Lightning Nova. And for the second offhand, it is for the Magic Missile Blaster cast, giving us 2 additional missile, and that is going to be the build that I have been using. And you can see I end up testing it in a lot of dungeons before sharing it as a final build. I am somewhat satisfied with the build. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. I'm signing off now. See you all in the next one. You guys have an excellent day later.